everyone. You're welcome to another exciting episode of the Internet Business Show, where we get to teach you the business of the internet and how you can use it to create financial freedom for yourself. My name is Stephanie Ronald, and today with me on this episode, I have a very, very special guest. Her name is Deborah, and she is a sales and marketing expert, and particularly she is a lead generation and sales funnel expert. Thank you so much, Deborah, for honoring our invite.
Hi, Stephanie.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure having you in the studio.
Thanks. It's an honor. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. So today on the show, we'd like to be talking about sales and the internet, the business of sales. How do you navigate sales as a business person, and how do you use lead and sales funnel particularly, to make your business a lot better? All right. So before we go into all of that detail, we'd like to meet you, Deborah. We'd like to know, who is Deborah exactly, and how did you start about all this internet marketing?
Oh, okay. So I'm Deborah. Deborah
Obviously.
Omeni. Obviously. And okay, people call me Debbie Knight, right? And I think that's like the beginning of my story.
Wow.
I had just graduated from the university. I studied medical laboratory science.
Whoa.
Yeah, I graduated top 10 of
Ha.
my class,
Wow.
right? But the thing was, I couldn't get a place of internship, so I was almost frustrated for a whole year. So I needed to put that energy into something else.
Okay.
And I started to learn on the internet. I tell people that the world has changed.
Yes.
So I had a smartphone. So all I needed to do was go to the internet and learn. So I downloaded books, I read, and I joined communities, right?
Wow.
And that was when I learned that, okay, I could actually write a book. Okay.
Wow.
And I think I learned a few things. I think I learned wig making then. Yeah, I think that was even the first business I did. I learned wig making. And I had to learn how to sell wig making to people.
Wow.
Because I found a job where I was being paid 20,000 naira a month or so.
Was that on wig making or something else?
No, on my medical lab stuff, because I hadn't done my internship and so it was frustrating to go to work Monday to Saturday, only to collect 20,000
a month. In a month. Wow.
Monday to Saturday.
Wow.
It was frustrating. So I needed to do something. So I learned wig making and I needed to learn how to sell it.
Yes.
And I resigned. And when I was about resigning, everybody was like, are you sure? Can't you just manage it?
Yeah.
There's no job.
I mean, you spent 4 years in school.
Yeah, just manage 5 years.
I'm sorry, 5
I spent
years.
5 years. Just manage it and all that. And I was like, no, I've read a lot. And I think I was reading The Circle of Profit then.
Wow.
By Anik Singh now.
Yeah.
Right? And, reading from Robert Kiyosaki. And I was like, I can't do this rat chase. So I decided to resign and focus on wig making business.
Okay.
And the only way I was going to do that, since I was living in my father's house, was to find a way to use the internet to sell it. So I organized a webinar online.
For wig making.
For wig making.
Did you hear that?
I organized a webinar online where I taught people about how, you can, as a woman, you can learn this, you can learn that, you can do wig making, and I upsold a class. So people paid me to come to my father's house. We used the voice portals or so to actually learn wig making. So they came for 3 days and they paid me. I think each person paid me 8,500 or so. And I got about 10 people or
Whoa.
so. So that was 85,000 naira in 3 days.
In 3 days, as against 20,000 naira in a month.
In a month. So that was when I knew
there was something about the internet.
There was definitely something about the internet. So that was it for me. So with that experience, I now wrote a book, and I think I just remember that was the beginning of it for me, right? The whole wig making thing and selling it online.
Yeah, to an audience you never knew.
Yeah, to an audience I never knew, right? So I knew I was living in Imo State. So I needed to make sure that the people who would attend my webinar would be in Imo State. Yeah. I didn't run ads. I didn't spend money on advertising. I just made use of my network. So help me post this. It's a free class online, a WhatsApp class. Help me post this, help me post this. So people posted.
And that was it.
Wow. And I got over 100 people to join the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
And when they joined, I got people to pay. And the reason why the number was even small was because most people were not in Owerri
at the time. Amazing.
So
amazing.
since it was a 3 days class, they needed to be present. So
at the time.
it was amazing to make that amount of money. And
I can imagine.
I was like, no.
Thank you so much. That's an eye opener. I mean, so picking up from there, having to see how you quickly opened up to an opportunity you found on the internet. What would you describe sales funnel marketing as?
Okay. So the thing is, I always say this, that the reason why I decided to major in sales funnel marketing is because it's basically the only type of marketing.
Ha!
It has just got to be if you're not applying a sales funnel strategy to anything you're trying to sell online, you are not really going to get good results. You will get results, yes, but you're not going to get good results. Because it's just like a man who just sees a beautiful lady on the street and says, hey, how are you? He says, fine. What's your name? Stephanie. Oh, Stephanie, I'm led in my heart that you're my wife. And I want to marry you. Just like that.
Of course, I'll walk away. I'm like, you're not
That's
serious.
it. So now let's assume that there are some very desperate ladies who would say, now, take it easy.
But at
later,
the end of the day,
they would ask me. So that's a very small percentage.
Yes, truly.
Now, when you come with your business online, and the only thing you are saying is, "Hello, this is what I do. I want you to buy. Buy. They're going to put off certain people.
a lot of people. A lot of people.
And you don't know you are actually doing that.
True.
So you need to be able to come into your marketing strategy with a kind of strategy that helps you to narrow people down.
That's the word, narrow people down.
Exactly. So you're able to narrow them down. So for example, the man who met the girl, right? Oh, hello, Stephanie. Oh, you're Stephanie. Wow. Okay, I'm Stephanie. I wouldn't mind getting your number, right? I think there's a nice place they show movies around town, and I don't know when you'll be free. So I think watching a movie it's not too bad. So I could say, okay, whatever. Or he could try to bring up a conversation with you, right?
Yeah.
With something
just make
around.
me friends, first of all.
Exactly, to be friends. So he can tell you, oh, don't you think that chair is this or that? Then you guys get to discuss a little bit before he even asks for your number.
Exactly.
So that's how you should try to relate to your customers. They are human beings, right? For example, when I sold that wig making class back in 2018, I didn't just tell people, help me post that I'm selling a wig making class 3 days, 8,500, right?
You wouldn't have gotten people.
I wouldn't have gotten people.
I agree.
People may have seen it as, why should I even pay 8,500 to learn? And that was a very cheap, it was so cheap. But people wouldn't have even known it was cheap if I hadn't brought them in first, created a conversation and made them to understand that, hey, this is how much it actually costs to learn wig making. And this is how much you can make from knowing how to make wigs, right? And I had to tell them, was I 19 or 20? I don't even know. I used my age, right? And I just graduated from school as a selling point. I just graduated from school and I got a job and they're paying me 20,000. I'm tired, right? But when I learned wig making, I realized that I could make just maybe 5 wigs and I'll make my money back. You know, by exposing them to these things and with such conversations, before I could even say 8,500, the money was already dropping. They were already asking for my account
because you had shown them value.
Exactly.
That you were able to give them value. So they got to trust you.
Exactly.
So when you asked for their money, it was easy for them to give you their money.
Exactly. So that's it. We always have to come into marketing with the angle of value-based marketing.
Amazing.
And it doesn't matter what you do. Because people will say, oh, it's okay with you guys in the what do you say now, education industry, right? Oh, you know, you're in the education industry, you can teach people something.
People always want to learn.
Yeah, people always want to learn, but it's not just in the education industry. You can do it in any niche, in real estate, in e-commerce. You can do it in any niche. People need value. They need you to give them something of value before you can ask them to give you
their money in return.
So when you're going into marketing and all you're saying is, hey, our plots of land at Lekki, our 3-piece collection, 2-piece collection, our shoes, and that's all you do, you're going to be getting just 3% of the marketplace.
Wow. Of your entire
marketplace. So the entire marketplace is like into 4 places, right? There's a 3% that we call the buy now mode.
Okay.
So these people know they have a problem. They are actively looking for the solution to that problem. So for example, let's say I know I have a sin. So I'm currently looking for, I know that I can use organic products to take care of this. So I'm looking for any organic healthcare brand, blah, 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 that can sell me
will not
everything.
bleach you, that will be nice on
Exactly,
your
that will be
skin.
nice because I know that it can take care of my acne, right? So that's all I'm looking for. So immediately I hear anyone saying, oh, take care of acne using organic, blah, blah, blah.
You become interested.
So I am just in the 3% of the market. Now that's the smallest percentage. Now when you move down, you come to the 17%.
Okay.
This 17% are people who are in information gathering mode. So I know I have a scene, I know I can take care of it.
Okay.
But I don't quite know. Should I use, maybe I should go for a hot bath?
Okay.
Or should I use a cream?
Okay.
Or do I need to use, I don't know, maybe tweezers or whatever? I don't know.
Like you're still researching on what to do at the moment.
Exactly.
Okay.
So these people are researching. Now when you come to them and say, take care of your acne in 3 days with our organic skincare products, they don't know
exactly what is the product doing.
What is the product doing?
What is it going to give to me? Exactly.
So at that point, they are in an information gathering mode.
Wow.
So the kind of marketing that will get to them is something that tells them that 3 ways to take care of acne, or 3 reasons why you experience so thing with your skin. 3 reasons why you have dry skin. You know, those kind of stuff would immediately get their attention. And once you've gotten the attention and you have told them this is reason 1, this is reason 2, this is reason 3, and this is something you can do, you immediately move them up the ladder from 17% to the 3%.
Fantastic.
And the only person they will be thinking of buying from
is you.
You.
Wow.
Then there's the 20%. The 20% are people who are problem aware, but they are just nonchalant about it.
Okay.
So it's your duty to tell them, oh, this is a problem.
And
you know you have this problem. But why are you not looking for a solution to this problem? Right? And if you can tell them something like that, then you can actually get their attention to say, oh, it's actually true. For me, I don't mind about this whole thing on my face. It's not my face. But you're not telling them that having that on your face in the next 10 years, you're going to be looking older than you are. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
So in essence, you are bringing out the problem for them to see.
To see. And to see the consequences
of the problem when it's not solved now.
When it's not solved now. So immediately they know the consequences of the problem when it's not solved now. The next thing they're thinking is, how can I solve it?
So you've moved them.
So you move them from 20% to 17% to 3%.
Wow.
Then there's the 60%, which is the largest part of the market. Because many of us don't even know we have a problem.
Talk more of thinking of how to solve it.
We don't even know we have a problem.
We don't care.
We're not thinking of how to solve the problem. For example, we're talking about internet business, right? There are many people who don't know they have a problem. They don't know they have a financial problem. They don't know. So it's our duty to tell them that, hey, the internet can actually, it's a beautiful opportunity for you to leverage
right now
and actually better your finances.
Okay.
Right? So these people are not problem aware, and that's the biggest part of the market. So they don't even know this. So internet, is it not how to chat on WhatsApp? They don't know that people are making money on ads. WhatsApp. They don't know all this stuff, right? So they are in the 60%. So your duty is to try to tell them, bring the opportunity to them. You now make them problem aware. So by bringing the opportunity to them, you make them problem aware, then you give them information. So you move them from 60% to 20%, to 17%, and then to 3%. And they take action.
Wow, amazing.
So that's just what a sales funnel is.
It's just
about gathering leads instead of gathering customers.
Okay, that's fantastic, amazing. So now I know that like how you just mentioned, there's a difference between leads and customers. I would like to know what's the difference. What can you define who leads are and who customers are, and if you were to leverage on any of them, which would you pick at any time?
Okay, so business is always about leads, okay, not customers. Okay, because a lead is someone who is interested.
The word interested.
Exactly. Interested in what you have to offer, and that interest is what more than anything else.
Wow.
Interest is the basic for anything.
For any business.
Any
Anything.
business. You just need someone who is interested in something, right?
Okay.
Now, a customer is someone who has bought.
Is the end.
Is the end part. So someone that became a customer actually went through being a lead
Before becoming.
before becoming a customer. So if
So
all
we've
you're
been doing this thing all wrong.
you're doing it all wrong when all you're trying to do is just get a customer.
Wow.
But if you can, I tell people that instead of having a customer-based target, right, your first target should be a lead generation target.
Wow. Wow.
So you want to have maybe my lead generation target for this month should be 500 people.
Okay.
Or should be 200 people.
Okay.
Out of those 200 people, you can be sure that at least maybe 5%, 10% could buy this month. And next month, whether or not you go out marketing, you have 150 other people who are still going to buy. And the next month, those who have still not bought are still going to end up buying. So that's what keeps you in business. Leads. Not discarding your leads. You know, like, oh, you proposed to this girl and she said no. And immediately she said no, you just pushed her by the side, right?
Which is what we typically do, actually.
Yeah.
Actually.
But it's not the way to go about a business. We need to be able to try to get people who are interested.
And keep them
Keep them interested. Exactly. Get them interested. And when you now know these people are interested, the next thing you want to be asking yourself is, I know these people are interested in this thing. Why are they not buying? So that's when you now get to start solving their problems. Maybe you're thinking of their objections.
Okay.
You can even run an open pool, right? Where you send them maybe a form to fill, or you ask them to fill some data analysis for you, right? What's the main thing that's a problem for you right now?
That's
and how
in
can
this
we help
niche.
you in this niche? Okay? Because the leads for my own business may not be the same leads for your own business.
I agree.
So that's why everybody and every business owner has to first of all pay attention to lead generation. The people who are interested, people who are interested in getting female clothing, people who are interested in getting hairs, people who are interested in maybe in learning about finances.
Because everybody cannot be interested.
Everybody cannot be interested in everything
at the same time. I agree.
So
wisdom.
So that's it, right? So that's what the whole funnel thing is about. Getting people from being total strangers. So out of total strangers, you now get your leads. So if someone came in for a particular thing you're offering, and what's the easiest way to get a lead? Offer them something, right?
That was
You
bringing me
offer
to the
them.
next question I was going to ask you. I mean, to say, how do you now navigate? You know, okay, we've spoken about how, you know, the sales funnel functions, but I would also like you to like give a run through, like a breakdown of how the sales funnel, you know, goes. So like, how do you get leads? How do you move leads from here? Do you understand? Yeah. So,
all right. So like I was already saying, the first thing is getting just random normal people.
Strangers.
So that's what we should call traffic.
Okay. Traffic.
Right?
Traffic generation.
Traffic. So traffic, you can now decide that your source of traffic is going to be maybe Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, or
WhatsApp.
or even organic traffic.
Okay.
Right? For example, when I started far back as 2018, I used organic traffic. Friends of friends.
That's the one-on-one.
You know, those kind of stuff. Now, that's traffic.
Okay.
Where a friend of mine, let's say I send that to 10 friends.
Okay.
And each of those 10 friends put it up. I don't even think there was status then. There was no status as at then. So they sent it to people. Right?
Like a
so
broadcast or something
in broadcast,
like that.
Maybe they sent it to groups and broadcast messages. And let's say, if they sent it, maybe let's say an average of 200 people from each person. So let's say you are my friend. Saw the stuff.
Message.
So that's traffic to a large number of strangers.
Okay.
Now, the people who became leads are the people who clicked on the link to join my WhatsApp group. So they became what? Leads.
Okay.
Because those are the only people who are actually interested in the kind of thing I was offering. So that's it. So I led them from total strangers to selecting leads. Now from getting leads, and I put them in a conversion sequence. So the conversion sequence for me was where I trained them, right? Maybe I gave them, I gave them a financial talk, this and that, and that to get them exactly, to get them interested. And then I sold the solution. The solution was wig making, my class.
Wow.
And then they paid.
And so, that was your end goal, to get them to pay?
To get them to pay. And I was able to get them to pay and actually beat my targets. Because, as I was just starting, so I was just doing it, maybe if it's 2 people.
Yeah. Whoa. And sales just...
people. And the whole thing just, and I was like, wow. And my dad was proud of me.
Any parent will definitely be proud of you.
Yeah,
amazing. It's been an amazing conversation with Deborah here in the studio. We're going to go on this very short break, and when we get back, we'll be having conversations as to how you can position yourself, with all that is happening in the internet and sales marketing.
Skip this ad just as you skip buying Bitcoin at $4,000 and Ethereum at $100 in 2020. And now Bitcoin and Ethereum have reached a new all-time high in price. Don't you want to learn how to make money by trading and investing in cryptocurrencies in 2021 and beyond? In 2020, during the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, I wrote an article advising people and pushing them to buy Bitcoin, stablecoin, and other cryptocurrency. I'm sure those who took my advice are richer now. 2021 is another year that opens opportunities for you to make money from the crypto market. There are 2 sets of people watching this video right now. The first one are those who are going to ignore this offer, make mistakes, make excuse, and move on. The second one are those who are going to take this offer, join my students who are making millions from the cryptocurrency market. My name is Chris Ani, Africa's #1 crypto influencer, teacher, and founder, DABA.school. Welcome to my online course. In this Trade and Make Money course, you learn how to buy, how to sell, coins to profit from, fundamental analysis, technical analysis, how to spot a coin that will make you money, how to also avoid losses in the cryptocurrency market, and a lot more. Not just that, when you get this course, you will also be added to my private premium signal room where you will see the coins to buy and the coins to profit from. So what are you waiting for? Click the link below to get this course, or go to www.daba.school and get the Trade and Make Money course. You can also download the DABA app and get the course on your DABA app. What are you waiting for? I'll see you there.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for staying with us on the show. With me today in the studio is Deborah, and we'll be having an amazing time. Like, my mind has been blown away. So I would like to go to the point of the conversation that says we have a lot of young business owners, especially with what we teach at Digital Abundance. We teach financial freedom with skills. How would you advise business owners who are just starting up? How do they leverage sales and funnel marketing into their small businesses, into their skills? How do you want to advise them to leverage, what is happening with sales marketing?
I think the first thing is always to learn.
Learning.
Learning is always the first thing. Like I said that I did this, I did that. That was because I was learning.
Okay.
Right? If I wasn't learning, I wouldn't have known there was something like a WhatsApp group, that I could do a WhatsApp group. I could sell even a physical training.
How many things did you learn when you were starting?
I can tell you that I can't even tell.
Wow.
Because I was learning. Learning. Every single money that came into my hand then would either go to one master class.
Oh, so they were not free things you were learning?
They were not free. But there are also free things to learn, right? But I was learning, and I was also buying books. And I wasn't just learning only, things from just Nigeria.
Wow.
I wasn't, because like I think I mentioned that I learned something from Anik Singh now, right? Where I was reading The Circle of Profits. And these are the things that actually motivated me, right? So I think the first thing is learning. So if someone is already watching this, that means you're already doing the right thing. That's a part of learning. Because you've heard some things today that I believe, if someone like me watched this, I could start thinking of how I can organize my own class.
I know, right?
Or do something. So someone must have gotten an idea from this, right? So that's still part of the learning.
Okay.
Now, when you learn and you feel like there's still a gap in what you need to learn, then that's where you get to look out for someone
that can fill in
that gap for you. So I paid a number of people for training, so even to buy their courses.
One-on-one training?
I wasn't able to afford the one-on-one training.
Okay.
Right? So I was paying people for their courses. At least when you have someone's course, you can actually chat the person up on Facebook.
Yeah,
there.
it gives you access, actually.
It gives you access.
It's a secret, yeah.
So
I
you
agree.
actually get to say, hello, ma, I got your course on this.
And they'll
I'm trying
respond
to do
more
this.
to
They
you.
say, oh, wow, that's nice. Okay, this is what you can do. Just one word they tell you can actually change
everything
the stuff for you. So it's always a nice thing to learn for free, and then invest in yourself. You invested a lot of money into your education in school.
The 4 years you spent. 4, 5 years. You
5
paid.
years, 6 years.
It wasn't
you
free.
paid. So why can't you pay to invest in your own business, right?
I like
so
that.
the first thing, learn. After you've learned, then take action. Because a lot of people have what we call information overload.
Wow.
You are learning too much.
And it's
Stop
just stuck top in your head.
It happened. It almost happens to me.
Wow.
But I got to a point where I would say, if I don't achieve XYZ, and XYZ means failure or success. But many people are so scared of failure.
It has to be success.
It has to be success. But I wasn't scared. For example, that first class that I organized as far back as that 2018, right? I wasn't scared of failing. I resigned, yes. Everyone was scared. I said, if it does not work, I will continue doing my 225 week now, because I was doing weeks for 225, right? I said I will continue doing 225, right? And I will find something else that will work. But there's no way that these things I've been reading won't work, right?
You believed in what you had learned.
I believed in the things I had been reading. I believed in the stories I had been reading, right? I had read people's stories. I was following people.
Wow.
So I knew they were doing these things.
And it was
so
working.
It was working for them. So if it doesn't work for me, that means I didn't do it well. I just have to find a way to do it well. So guys, take action. You just learned something today. Implement it in your own business. Don't try to wait till you have it all figured out. You're never going to have it figured out.
That's true.
In fact, the best way to treat your business is like a car trip in the night. When you put on your headlamp, you're only seeing a few meters ahead.
You cannot see everything.
You can't see everything.
So as you drive, you're seeing few meters. As you move forward,
you see. So when you see a pothole, because you just saw a pothole, you now have to think of, oh, how can I get across this pothole? So don't try to, some people will say, oh, until I learn email marketing, until I learn this and learn that, ma, hello ma, I don't have this. I say start from anywhere.
Start from what you have.
Start with what you have. So that's it, guys. Learn and implement. If I tell you to learn without telling you to implement, then I haven't done anything. Right? You just have to implement. It is even in your mistakes
that you will get the solution.
You got some things out.
I like that.
So treat it like a road trip in the night. The more you go, the more you see. And that's it. It's just basically all you have to do.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, so one of the last questions I would like to ask you as well. What have been some of your challenges? As I know you're now a coach. You coach people personally on sales funnel. You know, what have been your challenges as a sales funnel expert, personally with your business and as a coach? What have been some of your challenges, and how have you overcome them over the years?
My challenges. Let's say for personal challenges, I would say the country.
Oh,
you know,
Nigeria, my country.
Data, network, lights, all of those, like, it can be frustrating. Then when it comes to people, Nigerians, you know, getting people to actually believe in the worth
of what you're offering.
You have to offer. It's a little bit, but we're getting through, right? We're getting through. But people still do not understand the importance, right? So they prefer to keep going the traditional way than taking the main road. So I think that's just
now, I realized that there has been a lot that has evolved over the years with digital, you know, and analytics and all of that.
Yeah.
Facebook, algorithms and all those things. How can business owners leverage this data, this big data, and funnel, sales and funnel marketing
into their business?
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay, with the whole data and everything, even though iOS 14 with their whole palaver tried to stop some of the stuff, right? But we can actually leverage this with running ads, okay? Because this whole thing with data, like anything you do with your phone,
Okay.
is being tracked.
It's being recorded.
It's being tracked.
Wow.
So like there's, for example, you can install what we call a pixel on your website
Okay.
that helps you to retarget people who have actually visited your website without taking a particular action.
Even if they don't, they just clicked
They
on
just
the website.
clicked, landed on the website, but they didn't take a particular action. So maybe they didn't buy or they didn't finish watching a video.
Okay.
I can run another ads targeting the same people who actually landed on that particular website.
Wow.
So you see an ad that said, you forgot to complete your order for your shoe.
Oh.
And you're like, it's true. Let me check it out. Oh, something actually took my attention then. Or you're like, now, wow, you know, that kind of stuff.
Why are people following me everywhere?
Following me everywhere. So that's how it is. They can actually leverage that. And even this whole data thing, a lot of people want to run ads and they're like, oh, what should I target?
Where should
hello,
I
man,
focus
what should I
on?
target? What's the target and what's the interest I should use, right? You can actually create a video and run your ads to that video. Run a zero targeting ads to the video. Then every single person who watched that video, you create another audience of the people who watched the video.
Wow.
Then that becomes your own target.
Wow.
So if somebody could stay and watch your video maybe for 90 minutes, it means the person is somewhat interested in what you're saying.
So you've gotten leads.
So you've gotten leads to actually now become your targeting. So you're not thinking of maybe targeting the same interest that other people are targeting.
Yours is now very specific.
Yours is now specific. The people who are
Fantastic.
interested in what you have to offer. So you just have to create a lookalike audience, a custom audience of those people. And then you start to shoot your ads to those type of people and it will always convert.
Ha! Wow. Even me, I've learned something.
So that's it. You can even have a customer list, right? Like when I went into affiliate marketing, I used the customer list. So I never ran ads targeting any particular interest.
How do you get a customer list?
The list of your customers. So if someone already has a customer list, maybe you've been selling since last year, and you've had more than 2,000, 3,000 people.
Purchase
For example,
anything.
you should have a lot of people in your DABA profile.
Yes.
I can actually use that data and upload it into Facebook.
Okay.
And then ask Facebook to look for the people who behave like the people who have this data.
Wow.
So it's actually the best way. That's why sometimes I'm able to get my leads at maybe 10 cents, 9 cents, 11 cents, which is just, very small, right? So you're able to get leads at a very small amount of money. So you're not running ads targeting interest. Because if I'm targeting those interested in online education, there are many people targeting those interested in
So the market becomes saturated.
So yeah, apart from becoming saturated, the bidding goes high.
Oh, I see. So you're spending more.
So you're spending more.
And you might get less.
And you might get less, right? So the person with the bigger budget gets
more.
But if you're actually running ads and you're running it to people who look like the people
You already have.
That's you
Makes
creating
it
your
direct.
own audience. So it's actually cheaper.
Wow.
So that's the whole thing. This whole data and everything is actually, it makes business
A lot easier.
way easier.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Like, I'm blown away. I hope that you guys have also learned a lot on this episode of the Internet Business Show. Thank you so much, Deborah, for all the eye-opening conversations we've had this morning. So I just want to know, what advice do you have for those who would like to go into the business, who would like to learn the skill of internet marketing?
Okay. If you want to learn the skill of internet marketing, you have to decide where you want to start from.
Okay.
Right? So decide where you want to start from, depending on your business. If you are an e-commerce person, you may want to learn how to leverage Instagram.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You may want to learn how to leverage Instagram. If you are into online education or finance and any of those, you may want to learn how to do WhatsApp marketing.
Okay.
You may want to learn digital marketing. If you want to offer services, you may want to learn the whole range of maybe YouTube ads, Instagram ads, LinkedIn ads, and all of that, and then offer it as a service
To people.
Now, if you already have a business, you now have to decide, okay, which parts of this whole internet marketing thing do I want to tap into exactly? So it's not like saying, oh, I'm interested in internet marketing.
You
It's
have to
about
find a
saying,
niche.
I'm interested in this niche.
Of
right?
internet marketing.
Of internet marketing.
What are some of the niches that that are available actually in the internet marketing industry?
Depends. There's e-commerce. There's affiliate marketing.
Okay.
There's information marketing, information products. So you sell information products and all of that. There's a whole lot. You know, people are doing a whole lot of things right now
And
on the
creating
internet.
new business
Exactly.
ideas and all of that. Fantastic. So basically, we're saying that you need to carve out a niche for yourself in the internet, marketing industry. Find out where you want to position yourself, and then you can launch out in learning that particular skill. So before we go shortly, I'm going to ask you a very few direct questions, and you have like a second to answer. Just want to know more about Deborah. Just some of your interests,
Okay.
a few things.
Okay.
So quick one. First question. If you were to travel to anywhere in the world, where would you go to?
Dubai.
Dubai. Okay.
For fun.
I like that one. If you were, who is your, if you become a billionaire, who is your mentor? Who is the person you look up to? Okay. Okay. Maybe you have not gotten to that place yet. So now to the very last question. What comes to your mind when you think about money?
Freedom.
Okay, freedom. Okay, I didn't see that coming. Anyways.
Yeah,
But
freedom. Money,
amazing.
freedom. Yeah.
Why do you say freedom?
Because if you have money, you can do anything.
Ha.
You can be anyone. You can help anyone. You know, we have a lot of aspirations and all of that. When you have money, it just helps you to do a lot. There are even some things you will not be able to achieve if you don't have money.
Hi.
So
Means with money you can do anything. That's fantastic. That's my new slang. Thank you so much, Deborah. We are super honored to have you in the studio. It's been an enlightening session with you. And to all our viewers out there who have connected with us today, I hope you have learned something. And most importantly, I hope that you are taking action. Because it's not enough to have listened to everything Deborah has said today and you don't take action in it, it will not make any sense. So you can leave your comments in the comment section, leave your questions, and we'll get to answer them on another episode of the show. Thank you so much. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. See you guys, same station, same time, till we come your way again. Bye.